Hello YouTube, today at powerjackrepair.org we got an LG Gram 17Z like zebra 990-R. The input for this is 19 volts 2.53 amps. And the pin is missing on the jack, on the connector. Is it missing? Oh no, it's still there, but it's probably broken. Alright. All of the screws already been removed, the plastic pieces got removed, and the thing happened that I didn't have the part for it. So I had to order the part. Maybe in the future I'm gonna have more parts for it, but right now I have to order each one and they're kind of expensive. Here we have right away, we can see that the battery is already fluffy. You see? This cell is fluffy and that cell is fluffy. Probably better like that. So that means that it either sustains the heat right here in the casing, or anyways, the casing gonna be having hard time being closed down in the future. It happens to many of those, so this is not really something to worry about. But I mean, every fourth or fifth laptop I receive here has a battery like that, fluffy battery. All right, so we unscrew the battery. We disconnect the battery first, and then we unscrew the battery. All right. And you see it's fluffy on both sides. All right. Like that, like that. Disconnect the touchpad. Disconnect the speakers. Disconnect this cable here. Those connectors are really brittle. No, I wouldn't even want to touch the other one. Rather have it in one piece. Because if it gets exposed to heat too much, then we have a problem. All right, so here, this we're gonna put right there. This is from right here. And that's right there. And this is right here. There. Right there. All right. Okay. That was easy. Yeah, LG makes amazing products. Amazing. I mean, comparatively speaking to other. And this is just amazing. Amazing. Beautiful. This is a really, 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 really good product. All right, so what we're gonna do, all right, so I need to remove the rubber piece anyway. And now we have to insulate the area right here. So, and we got the replacement piece. I hope it's the same design. Yeah, it's exactly the same design. Thankfully. Yeah, good job. Alrighty. Let's pack this guy up right here. Like that. I'm insulating the area so none of the components nearby would All right, good job. So I'm gonna show you how to remove it, desolder it from the motherboard and solder the new one in. That's the new one. And yeah, let's switch to the soldering station. All right, so what I'm gonna do is we're gonna need to clean up the soldering station. It's up in the air, that's a good thing. We're gonna add some flux. All right, so one of the soldering irons is up and running. So we're adding some flux. Flux will let it flow, will let the solder flow more easily. Then what we do is we add the leaded base solder to the soldering points. All right. Good job. And good job. All right. All right. And now we're just gonna clean up the traces. All right, so this is the bottom. The top would be on the other side. Good job. Good job. All right, let's bring in the new connector. See if it fits fine. All right. It's amazing. It's fine. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna add some plugs to the upper side. We're gonna connect the connector. All right. Right, the goal is to connect it perfectly because those connectors are extremely rare and I don't have unlimited supply of them. Right, so making sure it's nice and straight. Nice and straight. Alrighty. Okay. Good job. And good job. For some reason, the job isn't that great. Let's see if it's gonna straighten out a bit. Because it seems like it's kind of sank to one side. All right, good job. You see this ground right here on the side? It's not perfectly penetrated through. So the goal is to add some solder. This one is fine. Just the ground right here isn't really sitting perfectly. Ah. You see how it doesn't want to flow into the hole? Come on. Good job, good job. This is how it's supposed to be. Good. Good. Excellent. Beautiful. Beautiful. You see how it sank in the middle there? Like in the on the inner portion? Yeah, this one is not feeling on the inner portion, but it's just a holding. I can do it on the top side. All right, let's see. All right. Good job, good job, good job. Excellent. Beautiful. Wait a minute. That red stuff, where does it came from? French. Alrighty. All right, so let's just double check to make sure that the ground is working, the positive is working. Usually you might want to remove the SSD chip if you ship it or if you're soldering, because you don't want anything to overheat here, you don't want to overheat this thing, and you don't want to, well, this you might want to remove too, the heatsink itself. All right. I knew I had some more. All right. Good job. Now let's make sure this is here. Dog hair everywhere. I hope that's not what shorted the motherboard to begin with. And I'm just wasting my time on a connector here. Maybe cat hair, maybe like Maine Coon right here. Beautiful. It aligned perfectly with the hole. So that's the way how it's supposed to be. Hair everywhere. All right, good job. Like that. All right. Ooh, what's that here? I know what I'm doing. Just give it a second. I just want to double check that it's all nice and clean, relatively clean on the bottom. Like that. Like that. Good job. Good job. Good. Hair everywhere. Hair. Okay. No, that's too big, I think. No. This is probably going here. And this is going here for sure. Those are the longer screws. They go right there. All right. I think this is for the bottom. This is shorter screws going in right here. This screw goes in right here. Right, so the rubber piece goes in right here, just in case. This is all nice and tight. Plugged in, plugged in, plugged in, and plugged in. All right. Yeah, I mean, LG makes amazing products. Amazing products. Comparatively, again, comparatively speaking. All right, the battery. The battery. Right there. Okay, good. Good. What else we got? We got just the bottom cover to put on. And then we pitching. Alright. Right. Let's see if the bottom cover gonna come in, because those guys are fluffy here. Let's see. Alright. Those are different in size for each. Seems like, yeah. The fatter ones are right here. So much higher. Those are bigger. Those two are smaller. And this is probably right here in the middle. And all the hair. All the hair. Let's see. Let's see what we can do here. Like that, like that, like that. Good job. Like that. Like that. Not sure if this is going to be holding there, but who knows. And we got one more. Wow, didn't expect that those guys gonna hold up in there. All right, so let's see if the whole thing gonna power up. Let's see if it's all aligns. It aligns. Well, now it's a bit to the side. Oh yeah. Let's see. Because if it's a bit to the side, look at this guy. It's also a bit to the side. So let's see. Oh no, it goes in perfectly fine. Yeah, but no, this is just not gonna work. Is this some aftermarket? Yeah, it's aftermarket garbage, which is not even for this laptop. It says 3.42 amps. And this needs... And this needs 53 amps. 63 or 53? 53. 2.53 amps it says. Or maybe 63. Hard to say. But this is not for this. Is not for this. So I need to come up with something that's gonna make it work. because this is you see, and when the pin moves, it's it's 9:41 p.m. I honestly wanna just leave it till tomorrow, but I know the video has to be finished. All right, let me go find something. Maybe I have something similar for this thing. Alrighty. I know I got everything for... Oh, wait, that's a modification. That's not the original either. Okay, it says 2.1, so it's not as powerful. Also, aftermarket stuff. And a good thing I bought it before the... Well, you know, before what? Here, let's see if it's gonna... if it solders correctly. Because I can see that I did modify it before. Let's see. Looks like the... Yeah, so we get... We get 19 volts. So everything's soldered properly. And maybe that pin is a bit short. Let's see how big was it here. This one is slightly longer. So what I'm gonna do is I'm probably gonna be able to cut it all around, because the jack sits kind of deeper inside. Let's see. Well, no, I mean, it goes in. I'm just not sure how much in is it in. All right, let's see. All right, so we got the light right here. Let me show you the light. Right there, you see the light? Right there. So if you disconnect this guy, the light goes away. We connect it. The light comes back on. All right. Now let's switch to the upper camera. Okay. Power up. Okay, so life is good, it says. All right. So voila, everything should work, but the thing is, again, the power supply is a bit underpowered for it. It's probably gonna pull enough right now to power up, but I'm not sure if it can power up and charge the battery at the same time. Anyways, please leave a like, subscribe, and you guys take care and have a good day. Thank you. Bye. And right there, you see, life is good. All right. Stop recording.